Okay, so this is the Insta360 GO Ultra. You may have seen a lot of reviews of this already online. The camera quality is absolutely amazing, but in today's video, I'm not only going to be showcasing the great quality from the camera, I'm going to be reviewing every single Insta360 GO Ultra accessory. Really excited to showcase one by one how each of these work and how they look mounted with the camera. So let's just get into it. Okay, let's start off with what comes with the standard bundle in the GO Ultra box. You get this very nice magnetic pendant that you wear around your neck. The actual camera itself snaps on. It's very quick and easy to use. Let's go ahead and showcase this when it's under my hoodie around my neck. The second thing that comes in the box is this magnetic clip. So the GO Ultra will just sit on top of that. Then you have a strong clip that you can just put pretty much onto anything, whether that be your clothing. But I'm going to go ahead and test it by placing this onto my cap and get you a POV shot. So let's go ahead and view how this looks. So here you can see I've clipped it into place, and although the camera seems like it's upside down, it rotates accordingly to horizontal view when recording. And here's the footage, just going for a walk in central London, and you can see how smooth the pan footage is when moving my head left and right. Now, one of my favorite accessories that is a must-have is the Ring remote. It's pretty self-explanatory. You connect it via Bluetooth, you place it on your finger, and now you have a remote control. You literally just press this to start recording. Let's go ahead and just show you how it looks on the screen. So you swipe down, you go to Bluetooth. I'm going to go ahead and connect the Ring. I'll just need to press this once to turn it on. There we go, it's now connected. So if we go back, all I need to do is just press the button on the Ring remote, and it vibrates this Ring remote and it starts recording. Very quick and easy, start and stop from a distance. Next we have the Easy Clip headband. Now this is the headband that you strap around your forehead, but I'm going to bring back this magnetic clip that I previously showed. This is going to be required to use on the headband itself. So you'll see a little slot there. All you need to do is just place this directly inside there. This will clip in from the back. You push it in, this slots in. You have these silicone pads just to give you that extra comfortability when you do wrap it around your head. I'm going to showcase now some POV shots by connecting the camera to the magnetic front. You can also tilt this and position this at whatever angle. So if you want to face it downwards, towards the floor, or just forwards straight ahead, then it gives you that flexibility. Let's go ahead and take a look at some shots. So here I am strapping this around my forehead, and you can see how quickly it was put on. I then simply just put the camera onto the magnetic mount and I'm ready to go. Here's a shot of me running with this one, because this might be useful for people who want to record running videos. I then pan this down to face towards the floor as well, just to show you a variety. Now I'm on my e-scooter and the footage becomes a lot smoother and more stable. Next we have the quick release mount. On its own, you're going to require some other accessories, which we'll be showcasing why this is quite important. But this is going to be used so you can mount the entire camera housing on to specific mounts that are going to be shown in this video. So it's very simple. You literally connect it to the silicone pad here. And in fact, in the box, you do get a couple of replacement silicone pads in case this one wears out. You can put it on top of that. Literally connect it into place. There we go. Then you have two buttons on the side to release it when you're done, like so. And it is very strong. So we're going to go ahead and showcase this connected to some of the other mounts. So we're going to move straight into those specific accessories. This is the backpack clip. So if you are going hiking or you just want to showcase some POV shots with this attached to your backpack rather than to your body, then this is actually a convenient way to do that. So this is the mount. All you need to do is unscrew this. It opens up the back slot. This will pop out like so. You put that into your backpack strap, then you tighten this up again, and you'll see the gap is getting tighter. And if we bring back that previous accessory, the magnetic clip mount, this one here, this is where it will be required to put something like this in there, and then you screw this into place. And this also has a ball head, so you can actually reposition this whichever is convenient depending on your backpack and the strap and which way you want to point the camera. So once you have that on, let's go ahead and take a look at some shots with the entire camera connected to the mount. So here you can see I've got it attached to my left backpack strap, but I find that sometimes I just need to hold the bottom of the strap just to make it less shaky when walking around. And here you can see it's not bad, but the biggest advantage is that it lets me go hands-free, as I mentioned. Next, let's take a look at the Flexi strap mount. Again, this is where the quick release mount will come into play. This is something useful maybe to put on your bike or also on your scooter, just to get those POV shots from a handlebar. The straps that you get with it come in two different sizes depending on the width and diameter of the bar or pole that you want to connect this to. I'm using this on my e-scooter, so it's got quite a small frame on the bar, but literally you wrap this around like so. This will be the gap where you put the pole into, and then likewise you place the quick release mount on top of this and then the camera on top of that. This can actually swivel on the Flexi strap mount, so you can position it left and right to get the right angle, and then you can tilt this up and down, so you'll get the perfect shots if you do have this mounted on your bike. Let's go ahead and take a look at how smooth the footage comes out with this mounted. So here is the mount on my scooter. I then twist the connector so the camera faces forward. I then connect the quick release mount, put the camera on top, and I'm ready to ride. This is a fairly simple one. It's a quick release wrist strap. If you do want to carry this around with you when you're on your tour or your journeys, or you're on your holiday, you just want to make sure that you don't accidentally drop your camera whilst you're filming, then this is quite important. So it's very easy to adjust and then tighten once you do have it. The quick release is actually used for this little ball that comes attached with the Go Ultra. So you kind of just slot it into place like so, and it's very tight. And to release it, again, it's also very easy. You press the latch and it pops out. Let's take a look at that in action and how useful that is. So here you can see me put the little orange ball into the strap. It has a strong hold so it won't pop out, and then put it onto my wrist with a quick and easy tighten, which is comfortable. Even if you walk with it hanging down, it won't fall out at all. This is perfect for going for outdoor shoots without having the need to keep putting the camera back in your pocket or your backpack between shots. So this is the mini 2-in-1 tripod remote kit. You can use the quick release mount on top of this as well. I'm gonna go ahead and just connect that here. This also has tripod legs that pop up. Stands very strong and sturdy. Not only that, it also has a Bluetooth remote control which pops out from here. It is chargeable via the USB-C port. It's a one-click button, so very similar to the finger remote. You just press this to start the recording. Let me go ahead and show you. So you go into the Bluetooth settings, then you have the mini remote. Let's go ahead and connect, and there we have it. It's connected. Let's go back. So all we need to do is just press this to start recording. Very similar, and you have an LED light on this, which is convenient, so you know when it's recording, especially at further distances if you can't see the screen on the camera, and then press to stop recording. And not only that, you also have a wrist strap that you can connect to the bottom there just through those holes, as you can see in the picture of the box. It also comes with a couple of rubber bands and attachments for the remote control. So you can place this specifically in another area, or if you wanted to, you can actually mount this onto the tripod but at a lower position than the slot for the remote. So if I show you an example, if I just wanted to place the remote further down, I can do that like this. If it's more convenient for me to just hold it so I can have the camera a little bit higher up, then I can just start and stop the recording from down here rather than having my hand further up close to the camera there. So that's a convenient little attachment that comes with the box. There's two sizes of these rubber bands as well. This is the larger one. They come with a smaller one, which is probably the width of this handle of the tripod. But let's go ahead and showcase how great this looks with it stationary on a tabletop, and also how smooth the footage is when I'm using this handheld. So I've got the remote connected and I'm starting the recording using it, and if you shoot at distances, it just makes it easier to stop using the mini remote. So now I put the mini remote back into the tripod slot and then use the tripod handheld. And here's the footage. The biggest advantage to this tripod is that it's much more comfortable to shoot with rather than just holding the camera in your hand on its own. Next we have sticky tabs. This pack comes with multiple different sticky tabs, a whole bunch of them, because you have to remember with these, this is a single one-time use only. So no matter where you want to stick this, I would say leave it there. The next time you take it off, it's not recommended to stick somewhere else. It will have to be discarded, which is why they've given you so many of them in the pack. Now, one example for me that I find useful for this is as I'm shooting this video now, it's on my rig, shooting top down onto the desk. I have this little phone mount that's on my rig. I've stuck one of these sticky tabs just at the bottom of it, so I can use the Go Ultra facing down to showcase like unboxing videos, and just to have this rather than putting my phone on top of the mount. Sometimes I need to show my phone on the camera, so I can't have two cameras at the same time. I can just use the Go Ultra to show that. So here's an example of how that looks with the Go Ultra attached to this sticky tab, and it's shooting a video just on my desk. And as you can see, it's done a great job with top-down shooting, but you can literally place these tabs anywhere. Another example may be putting it somewhere in your kitchen to shoot cooking videos as well. And this is the pivot stand. This is very convenient to mount this onto certain surfaces to get those unique angles, which you typically can't get with any of the other mounts. One thing I found useful for this is having this attached to my car so that I can get some really cool driving shots. Now I've seen a lot of car reviews online and a lot of them use these types of mounts. So I'm going to start off by showcasing this on my windscreen and recording me inside the car, and also recording my car from the outside by placing this in various different positions around the body. Let's go ahead and take a look at how great this looks with the magnetic quick release mount that's inbuilt onto the pivot stand. So first, I've got it attached onto my passenger side window. I mount the camera on top, and then I use the Ring remote to start and stop the recording. And it's great to get videos inside the car. So now I'm making sure I clean the area I want to mount this onto next with a microfiber cloth. I then put this mount on top, making sure to hold it down for around 5 seconds so that it sticks securely. Mount the camera on top, and I'm ready to get some good POV driving angles. I then do the same thing again, but mounting the camera in a couple of other positions around the car, so let's see how great they look. So that's all the accessories, those are all the clips using each one of these mounts. Let me know down below in the comments which one was your favorite and which one would you consider buying. Links to all of these are down in the description below. Make sure to subscribe. I have plenty of Insta360 videos coming out in the very near future, and I will see you all next time.